So, today, here is what we are going to do. Here's the agenda, okay? The first thing that we're going to learn about. The first thing, if you have a question, you raise your hand. The first thing that we're going to do a quick mini lesson on sequencing. Okay? Raise your hand if you ever heard of sequencing before. Just a few people. Jemiah, what do you know about sequencing?
Sequencing means when you read over.
That's rereading, but I like that. But I like that you know that sequencing has to do something with reading. So Sean, what do you think sequencing is? Want to come back?
What?
Talia, I saw your hand was raised. What do you think sequencing is? Okay. All right. So I want you all to be thinking about, Timothy, what sequencing is. Okay. All right. So after we do our mini lesson on sequencing, then we're going to do our read aloud on the book Brindle, and we're going to apply what we learned about sequencing to the chapter that we read in Brindle, okay? Then after we do Brindle, then we will do working with words, and then we'll go to center. Okay?
Yes,
any questions about our agenda?
Huh?
Any questions about our agenda? All right, what's your question? Show me.
Will a few people have to go to this door?
Yes. When we start doing working with words and centers, yes, we'll break apart. All right, Talia. Yeah, that's going to be with centers, baskets. All right, Jeremiah.
And this comes to the table.
We'll talk about that when it's time to go centers, okay?
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
You should go to the door.
I know, but that's going to be a little bit different. That's for another class.
Okay.
Okay, so don't worry about the homework either.
Okay.
All right, sequencing. Let's get started. So, since not many of you all have ever heard of sequencing, I bet you if I put this up, what's that?
Beginning, middle, end.
Oh, but I love when people raise their hands and tell me what they notice. Orion, what do you notice? Speak up, loud and proud.
I see that there is a kind of like middle, beginning, and end.
Raise your hand if you also notice that. When I put first, second, and third up there, raise your hand if you also notice beginning, middle, and end. Awesome job. That means you all are thinking. Beginning, middle, and end. All of this, all of this is called sequencing.
Yeah, it's the middle school on there. High school.
Okay? Sequencing is nothing but putting things in order. What happened first, what happened second, what happened third, what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, what happened in the end. That's all sequencing. You can sit right here. Sit at the table. That's going to be a good choice for you. Okay? No, she's going to make her own choice. Sit at the table. It's going to be a good choice for you. All right? Thank you. So, let's do a little practice run. Think of a story that I want you to think about it, because we're going to practice first, and then I'm going to let you all practice with your partners. Okay? So I want you to think of a story that everybody knows that's pretty familiar. In my head, I'm thinking about the story of, who's ever heard of?
No. Dr. Seuss.
I didn't call him that name. Who's ever heard of the story, The Three Little Pigs? Oh! Awesome. All right, so since we're all familiar with the Three Little Pigs, we're going to put this story in order. What happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, what happened in the end. So,
might be a little different one, but can I tell you the one that I read?
Okay, what's the one you read? So that means all I need to be tracking on your card.
Well, I did read on Rat's Kid, but the three little pigs decided to make their own houses, and the first pig made his house out of straws or sticks.
Mm-hmm.
The second one made his out of sticks, and the third one made his out of bricks.
Oh, okay. All right. So good. So what happened in the beginning of that story, Shoshone?
They was with their mom, and they lived with their mom, and their mom had something that they didn't have a place of their own, and then that's when they went out and went to go get about look for stuff and just the house.
Okay. So in the beginning of the story, LaShawn, I want you to put in your own words. Who can tell me what basically happens at the beginning of the story in the Three Little Pigs? Come on, Sean. You read the story and what? You want me to come back to you? All right, Orion, what are you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, the little pigs that I read, the three little pigs. The first one built his house out of straw, and the second one built his out of sticks. The first one built out of bricks.
Good.
That was a big bad wolf who blew down the
Hold on, stop. You're going too far. So, if that's the beginning of the story, can we say that in the beginning of the story, Jemiah, that all the three little pigs built their houses?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So all pigs built their houses. Now, what happened in the middle of the story? Talia, I love how you raised your hand.
the pig
Let her speak.
The pig wanted
The wolf? The big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, say it one more time. The big bad wolf what? Was he playing or what was he trying to do, LaShawn?
The big bad wolf, he said,
No, not give you some sugar. Tamika, thank you for raising your hand. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chin.
and then the wolf said,
Alright, so little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chin. Alright, so what happened in the middle? We summed it up. We knew that all the pigs built their houses. Then in the middle, what was going on, Jakarian?
the wolf tried to eat all the three little pigs.
Thank you. Was he trying to eat them or was he trying to come in?
Come in it.
All right. So the big bad wolf what'd he do? What did he try to do, Timothy? I can't hear you because we have some people banging on the table. So that's your last warning. So the next time you're banging, it's just going to be an off task. What'd they do, Timothy? The big bad wolf tried to knock off to the chimney. Jakari, help him out. Repeat what you just said. The big bad wolf tried to do what?
Eat the
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So Shoshone, he went to the first pig's house, and what'd he say? Hold on, let me call on you. What'd he say, Julia?
the wolf said,
I'm listening. I'm just
the two
making sure.
pigs- The two pigs got their house blown down. And they went to their brother's house. No, okay, let me make it in a short way. The three pigs was in one house, and the wolf tried to blow it down, and he kept on trying to, and he wrecked out of breath.
Okay, so I'm gonna add that on to the middle. So the big bad wolf tried to eat the pigs and blow their houses down, but what happened in the end? Jeremiah, what happened in the end?
What's the end?
What happened in the end of the story?
Somebody?
I would love to call on somebody who raised their hand. Jeremiah, what happened at the end of the story?
One pig just
Stop swinging your arm. Be serious, dude.
Can I call it Jemiah?
Yes, you sure can. That was a very good choice, Jeremiah. Good job.
When they came to the last pig's house, like the two pigs that built their house out of straw,
Mm-hmm.
and what is it? Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Straw and sticks, and they ran to their brother's house. They knocked on the door, they said, let me in. Then the pig let them in, he let them in, and the big bad wolf said, I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Then when he took a big deep breath, and he tried to blow the house down, but it didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tried to go through the chimney. They knew what he was doing, so he had lit up, they had boiled us a little hot water, and put the thing on, as he was slipping down into the chimney. Caught on fire, he slipping.
So Orion, so what happened to the wolf at the end of the story? Good job, Jemiah. So what happened to the wolf at the end of the story? What? Was the wolf successful?
No,
No, why not? What did he do?
he tried to get in the brother's house, except he was afraid of the bricks. He tried to blow the house down,
Yeah.
but he couldn't. They boiled some water, and they turned it on, and then when he came down, he blew up.
So I'm glad that you were listening to Jemiah because that's exactly what Jemiah was saying. Awesome job. So basically at the end of the story, what happened to the wolf, Toya? What happened to the wolf? All eyes should be tracking on Toya, please. That's fine. Come on, Toya. What happened at the end?
The wolf, he tried to eat the pig. Oh, he tried to eat the pig.
But instead,
Because he was
okay. So Jakarian, sum it up for me, please. The pigs did what to the wolf?
boil some water.
I know. I want you to sum it up. We know that the pigs boiled the water and tricked the wolf. The wolf fell into the water. So I want you to sum it up. See how we summed it up? All pigs built their houses. That's what happened in the beginning. The big bad wolf tried to eat the pigs and blow their houses down. That's what happened in the middle. So what happened in the end? The pigs did what?
I got two.
Okay, give me one, and I'm gonna let Shoshone give me hers.
The pigs ate the wolf? No.
Well, in some versions they did, some versions they didn't. The pigs ate the wolf. What was you gonna say, Shoshone?
The wolf got the wolf. The pigs they tricked the wolf.
Yes, thank you. The pigs tricked the wolf. And what happened, LaShawn? The pigs tricked the wolf, and what happened? They pulled a joke on him. Not pulled a joke on him. The wolf thought he was doing one thing, and the opposite happened. What you gonna say, LaShawn? Shoshone turned the track. Shoshone, good job. I'm listening. So,
He thought the wolf thought he was trying to kill the pig, and the pig hit the wolf, and then he burned.
and then what? They burned him up. So the pigs tricked the wolf and burned him up, or boiled him. Let's just say cooked him.
Yeah.
That's a little bit better than saying we burned him up. So the pigs tricked the wolf and cooked. Yes. Yeah.
And the wolf jumped out, and the wolf had to climb back up the chimney and start running.
That's right, that's right. So how about we say, and tried, let's add that in there, tried to cook him, so he ran away.
He never came back.
Good. And never, Tanika, what'd he do? He ran away and never what? Thank you for listening. Make sure that you're focusing and not playing with LaShawn.
And they lived happily ever after.
Good job. So guess what you all just did? What y'all, okay, so you did a story, but what's the word? What's the word? Sequencing. So now what we're going to do, Timothy, get the friend of books, please, and give everybody a copy.
Everybody do this?
Yes, sound applause, sound applause. So since you all did such an awesome job, that is +3 for everyone.
I got 3.
Oh, but remember, please don't have me say +3 plus away. Jemiah, thank you for helping, but let Timothy do his job that I asked him to do. So you can say, how can you address it? You can say, Timothy, please do not what?
That would be
Me lesson. For what? Yes, it does. Alright. T-Dub, where my book at? Give me a book, please.
Don't give her that much.
Thank you, sir. Alright, we are turning to chapter 11, page 67. Now, somebody's going to have to catch me up. Somebody's going to have to review and tell me what has been going on. I'm talking about from chapter 1 up to chapter 11. Give me a quick couple sentences. I love how Zakarian raised his hand so nice and quiet. Zakarian, catch me up. What's been going on?
So go back to chapter 1.
No, don't go through every chapter. Just give me a quick synopsis. What's been going on with Lil Buddy and his friendo?
Okay. So Nick was a troublemaker, and Miss Granger did not like Nick's attitude. First, Nick tried to get them. Nick tried to.
Slow down, take your time. We ain't no rush. Nick, I should be tracking, please.
Nick made his own word up. He realized that Findle, whatever it's called, Frindle, he now realized that it means pencil because he thought it was a cool word to say instead of pen. So he now started to say friendom. And there was kind of little issues at the school. Miss Granger did not like the word at all. She hated friendom. And it was so much that the bus drivers tried to quit, like, try to not do their job because she's been letting them stay after school. And
Okay, stop right there. All right, Shoshana.
Okay, Nick, he got the pen, and he took it to the shop, and then that's when he couldn't look his word just for nothing. He said, well, he gonna print on, and then that's when the lady took, she said, what? He said print, and then that's when he went to school with the word, and then that's when everybody had took a picture, and he said he made everybody say print, and then that's when everybody was being used a friend. Everybody had to stay after school, and then that's when what's her name? Miss Granger, she kept everybody after school, and then the bus workers tried to stop working and stuff because they had to do stuff and they couldn't do because they had to pick the kids up and then that's when see Johnny, huh? And then that's when got my head messed up. And then that's when okay. And that's when this lady from the port office, she came to have a appointment with the principal and the Miss Granger. God, this thing.
Awesome. All right, OC, Oriana.
Well, I would think.
Tell me something that Victoria and Shoshone have not said.
Well, what I would say that Nick was a troublemaker.
Scary and told us that. Let's be respectful.
And he always got kids in trouble. And he was a bad kid. A very bad kid. And he tried to get himself out of trouble, but Miss Granger kept the kids out of school. And Nick was, I don't know if he said, he was like, why are you?
Hold on. Stop, Oriana. I don't see anybody's eyes tracking on you. Sit down, please. Sit down. We'll wait. You all are moving too much.
What time is it?
It is next time ask me, okay? Don't 11:56. Jeremiah, just hand it to Shoshana. Thank you.
Miss Patsy.
okay, no thank you.
67. 67.
67.
67. All right, so we your last one. Then we're going to start reading.
Nick. He's
All eyes should be tracking on Talia.
he's physical.
I still don't. Hold on, Talia. We're going to wait till all eyes are tracking on you. I should be tracking on Talia. Come on, Talia. Shoshana, go right.
The principal, he went, she was going to Nick's house and, Nick, his teacher, Nick, the principal went, the teacher was going automatic. Everybody stay after class, after school, because a lot of people get it.
Alright, so as we are reading, can you tell me what we're going to be thinking about? As we're reading, we're probably going to read chapter 11 and chapter 12. Chapter 11 is pretty short. Okay, so what we're going to be thinking about, as we're reading? We're going to be thinking about what? Sequencing. Good job. So we're going to be looking at what's in the beginning, what's in the
Middle.
and what's in the end. All right, chapter 11. Extra. Read all about it. 67. Your book came apart on accident? That's okay. We'll tape it up later. The Westfield Gazette was delivered to all 12,297 homes, right here, and post office boxes in Westfield. The story about Lincoln Elementary School was the first item on the front page in the headline. Local fifth grader says, "Move over, Mr. Webster." It was quite an article. Not that Judy Morgan didn't tell the truth. Every statement in the article was completely true. I love how LaShawn is following along. It was the particular way she told the truth that got things hopping around town. For example, take this sentence about Mrs. Granger. Mrs. Granger, champion of the forces, on page 68, of order and authority, is battling hundreds of young Frindle fighters. Neither side is giving in. Or this bit about Nick. Everyone agrees that Nick Allen masterminded this plot that cleverly raises issues about free speech and academic rules. He is the boy who invented the new word. Or this last sentence in the article. One thing is sure, the kids at Lincoln Elementary School love their friendles. And no one seems to be backing off in this war of the words. And of course, the Westfield Gazette published a class picture too. And Mrs. Granger and Nick were identified for all the world to see. What is the meaning of this? That's what Nick's mother said, putting the article in front of Nick's nose when he got home from school. Did you talk to this reporter? She seems to know an awful lot about you and your new word, young man. What is the meaning of this? That's what the school superintendent said to Mrs. Chatham, slapping a copy of the article onto her desk. Why did you have to talk to that reporter? Don't we have enough trouble getting the taxpayers to pay for the schools without articles like this banging around town? What is the meaning of this? That's what Mrs. Chatham said to Mrs. Granger, shaking the newspaper in front of her face. I know you had to talk to that woman, but did you have to say all these things? It'll be a wonder if we don't all get fired. It was quite a Thursday for everyone. And no one could figure out how Judy Morgan had gotten that 5th grade class picture. My goodness. So somebody sum it up for me. What just happened in the beginning? Goodness gracious. Just sit on the desk with her. What just happened in the beginning, Tanika?
Well, the reporter got the picture mysteriously somehow.
So the reporter got the picture. in the beginning, what about this newspaper?
It was a story of about Frendel. It was a story about how he kept things going, how he made Kings say the word, and how he got the bus driver to go on strike.
How
Ricky Elementary was going out of business.
So everyone, what did they see the first thing in the morning?
The newspaper?
Yes. Do y'all agree? Jemiah, do you agree?
No.
What everybody saw the first thing in the morning? What did everybody see first thing in the morning? Yeah. So everyone saw the news paper. Paper what?
Paper two.
What was in that newspaper?
Frendel.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it was a story, an article. Everyone saw the newspaper article about Brendel. Was anybody happy to see this article? Raise your hand and tell me, was anybody happy to see this article? No. And if not, why? Why are they not happy, Tanika?
They don't know where to see like the school pictures from or everything.
How do you know? How do you know they're not happy?
Because they don't want it spreading around at school.
They don't know what?
Want it spreading around at school.
No, they don't want the birds spreading around. Karen, how do you know they're not happy?
Cause they was all looking at Nick and all of that, and his parents was yelling at him.
His mom was yelling at him. Maya, how do you know they weren't happy about this article?
Because it said right there, it says, when they got home, his mama said, what is this? What is this? How does lady know all this stuff about you? He didn't say nothing, he just went right.
Good. Alright, so let's turn to the next one. Chapter 12.
Chapter 12 is not long. It's when I said, when it's long.
Real long. No, we're not doing chapter 12. Because, hold on, let me look at my clock. Let's see what time it is.
Hurry, have fun.
12:03.
What do you read 70?
Huh?
What do you read 70?
I know, because that starts chapter 12. Alright, so we're gonna make a little bit of an addendum, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to pass out a piece of paper, okay? And on that piece of paper, I want you to, we started out and said we knew what happened in the beginning of that chapter, okay? Alright, I want you all to write down what happens in the middle and then what happened in the end of that chapter. Okay? Any questions? Yeah, do you know what a paper is? Yeah, get a piece of paper and get right back this paper. Okay? So, Jeremiah, tell us what we're about to do. I'll pass out the paper and what's going to happen? What are you going to write down on your paper? We just read chapter 11. Ms. Bryant wrote down what happened in the beginning. Then what are you going to write down? What happens in the
book.
What happened in that chapter? What happened in the
Middle.
and in the
Sentence.
end. Okay? Carter, what we're going to do?
We're going to write. We might want a paper and a pencil to write the beginning of what happened at the
I already wrote that down.
No, I mean the beginning of the chapter, like, and then you got in the middle and the end.
Yes. So which two are you all going to do, Tanika?
Middle and end.
Thank you, Tanika. What are you going to do, Tanika?
Middle and end.
Of the whole book?
No.
No. Of the whole book? What do we write in the middle and of? Chapter 11, the chapter that I just read. We're not going to do, I'm changing it up, because chapter 12 is so long, and for the sake of time, we don't have time to read chapter 12. So that's why we're stopping right here. I'm reading into the assignment. All right, ladies, just take a seat. I'll give you some.
We got it. We got it.
Okay, well, come on.
No. Does that have to be my piece of paper?
No, that's fine. No, it don't have to be lunch. Pass them out.
Hey.
Any questions? Any questions? Thank you, Sean, for helping. Any questions, Leah? What's your question?
If we need to find
Yes, please, please, please use your book. So, sum it up real quick, everybody. What is the new thing we just learned about?
Get a minute.
And that's called what?
Quad.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on, I need y'all to stop. Everybody sit down, please. Sit down, please. I know, but I need to sum this up. I need to wrap this up really quick. Everybody in your seats. In 3, 2, 1. So, wrap this up really quick. Somebody raise your hand and please tell me, what is it that we just learned about? We just learned about what, Morion? We use Frindle to help us learn about what? What's it called? Sequencing. Timothy, what did we just learn about? What? Say it loud and proud. Say it loud and proud. I can't hear you, sir. We just learned about what? Orion, repeat and tell Timothy what it is we just learned about. Timothy, what we just learned about? No, I want Timothy to tell me. Timothy, please tell me what we just learned about. I'm going to come back to you, even though I know you just heard it. Shakari, what we learned about?
Sequencing.
Timothy, what we just learned about? It starts with the what? Yes, thank you. Say the word, please. Thank you. Sequencing. Sequencing is what? When we do what to words? We put not words. Why did I say words? I'm sorry. When we put a thank you story in order. Thank you for raising your hand. All right. Anything else? All right. Good. So, I'll take it.
Can we start?
Yes, you may start.